Italo Ferreira taking on a wild card who's made a huge name for himself in the last 2 days. Mateus Herdy from Florianopolis. And also his Tio, Guilherme Herdy.
Oh, yeah.
Which he gave us so much joy on tour for many years. Italo Ferreira springing into action. Power hack to start. There's an aggressive carve. Total control over that Timmy Patterson. Rapid fire surfing. One of the quickest in between turns. Backhand, I always used to think that was Travis Logie back in the day. And Italo is so insane on his backhand attack, growing up on a right. I can't even count the maneuvers he's put into this wave. It's going flat for a moment, but he can create big sections for himself. Just slams that whitewater section.
He's a star in Brazil. And Mateus Herdy, he's probably going to be the next guy coming up in years to come for Brazil. And this first exchange, I can't tell you how impressive it is for both of them to come out guns blazing, not fall, especially after the last heat when there were a lot of slow moments. You couldn't see a lot of set waves, and they went to work real quick. You couldn't count the maneuvers, neither could I, but I can tell you, technique was on point.
Coming out blazing, but that's also what Herdy's been doing. Here's his chance to answer quickly. The wild card from Florianopolis, double grab punts, paying tribute to AI. Right into a snap and carve. Judges have been loving commitment on that first section all event long. And Mateus has been rewarded for it. Full roundhouse to slide on the rebound. Snap, already another wrap to follow. Here comes a nice clean finish from the World Junior Champion. And then the comparison to Herdy.
Yeah, you called it. The AI air. And a little dirty on the landing, but recovered well. I like the work on the face, but just in comparison to Italo's wave, a little bit of more vertical action. And I think Herdy was able to vary quite a bit for how the wave was. Waited patiently for this last section to stand up. And even if it's not close to Italo's score to begin the heat off, he's still got to be very stoked just to finish on his feet. Several of those, even in his rookie year against Felipe in Portugal, when he had something close to a 10 in that final, and here he is up and riding again.
Ferreira starting with a 6.6. What a blast. Italo drills it again. There's the lip that he crushes on the carve. Rapid fire surfing from Ferreira. Drives into another big section, not wasting any time. He'll shut that one down. Perfect surfing. Here's Ferreira's wave number 2.
And you mentioned the word perfect. It's not going to be a perfect score, but it was perfect surfing for how the wave was. Destroyed it. Love the variation. Love how he was able to go up into the lip and use the wall of the wave to his advantage too. It's not easy to mix in that kind of variation on your backside on such a quick wave too. And look at that finish. That lip was coming down. He was able to get
incredible speed and quickness. The wild cards stepping into pace. There's the throw tail reverse from Mateus. Draws that carve into a layback. He is committed to going for big airs on the opening section, and he's landing everything. This is where he's got that downtime, that silky smooth style. Here comes the end section, a little layback draw off the top for the World Junior Champ. Mateus, deep off the bottom, goes to a turn instead of an air to start. Section grows ahead of him. How's the layback? Blew the whole tail out. He's still looking calm. Trying to break that 6-range category to really compete with the world champion. Herdy goes big, frontside reverse. It's hard for me to even think of an air that he hasn't pulled in the last few days.
Big upsets, I remember at Barra da Tijuca one year, just like Pedersen Crisanto did.
Big roll in and a big opportunity. Huge front side punt. Mateus controls it on a massive section. Front side grab, landed backwards, and had so much control he didn't spin into reverse. Now some down time to collect himself, needs an 8.17. Nice big wall, set up wrap. Mateus off the lip, super strong. Crazy highline double up section. Now he'll throw up a huge frontside float and a calm glance to the judging panel.
Yeah, you claim that, boy. You claim that. Look at the size of this wave, and I told you he had a priority, and this could have been his wave. And look at the size of it. Goes for the big section at the beginning, goes to the 180, reverses it back, and even though there was a lot of downtime, and I mean a lot of downtime in between maneuvers, I just think you really have to reward the aggressiveness, how difficult that was, and the risk that was involved at the beginning of this wave. Finished it off well, too. Very patient, blows the tail right there. Smart decision right here, Joe. Didn't try to force anything, and then got the finish right at the end. I think this changes things.
Crazy commitment.
That's Kiramas 2.0 right there. You know, that's One Anwar at Kiramas, but we're just seeing Mateus Herdy at Barra. Look at the size of it, Joe. Look at the beautiful bottom turn. You're talking about great technique, innovation, progression, and risk all in one.
That is unbelievable for a young wild card. He knew what he was telling us last night. He said, I have more to show you, believe me.
And look at this. It
right
seems
behind him, Italo did get this way.
Yeah, and I don't know how it's going to pound out in the grand scheme of things, given the...
When you've got this young name next to you, you're expected to always take control of those heats.
Especially this deep into the event, too.
Italo trying to save himself here with 20 seconds. He'll get slowed down by the first section. 19 on the clock. We saw Liam O'Brien go to a semifinal at Wajima, Rottnest Island. Herdy has a chance to match the best wildcard performance we've had this season. The wildcard does it again. This time the biggest name that he's dealt with on the way to finals day.
What a heat.
Mateus Herdy, 9.27, throwing progression at will here at Barra de la Cruz.